Hello and welcome back. So I've not been doing very much between episodes. What I thought I would do is start looking at the health of my factory. Now we're at the labs site, and you can see down here this is the consumption chart for potions, and the consumption is sawtoothing, right? So it's crashing down now from nearly 2k. It's dropping down, and the reason it's dropping down is because we've run out of science packs. We're producing science packs at 1.7k a minute, so on average we are researching 1.7k a minute, but we aren't getting space science packs in here frequently enough to keep this research station running constantly. So at the moment we're not making any of the other packs. There's a little bit of background making at the original starter base. The reason we're not making packs is because we're waiting on the space science. Eventually the space science will arrive, this will burn, some of these trains will run off to pick up packs from their sites, and everything will kick into gear again. Okay, so the thing is, to understand what's gone wrong, I had to walk over to this site to have a look. And while this isn't really rocket science, pardon the pun, to figure out what's wrong, there isn't an immediate dashboard to tell me. So what I'd like to do today is attempt to build a dashboard. And what I'd like is something with lights that basically tells me what's going wrong. So it tells me what we are missing on this site. Okay, so I think we have two types of situation. We have a situation where an item is missing that we need. So there's no item being served up in the provider boxes. And in the case where there's no item being provided in the provider boxes, we should be sending out a panic signal. Like, we have run out of space science, and that should light up a red light next to space science. So let's start gridding down this. We have 7 inputs to this site. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we would have 7 bars, and the first light I want to be red. So we will put a constant combinator here. Output red, and we will link this to that, and for now I'm just going to drop a substation down. Okay, then we're going to have, for now let's botch it with a constant combinator. Okay, and we're going to have a decider, I think, because we'll have a whole load of signals coming in. Okay, maybe I want to do this a different way. Maybe I want to have a decider here. We're going to connect this with a wire. Okay, so if anything is, what do I want to do here? I want this light to be on if there's none of my thing. So if everything is naught, output 1 red signal, I think. And is it that one? So that's outputting 1 red. This light needs to be set to use colors. Okay, there we are. Let's just turn off, yeah. Okay, so that's a generic module, and we can hook this up with, let's put one of these down there, and this is just going to select a single input. So let's use an arithmetic for that. Okay. So this is going to select from the inputs space science. So the space science, and actually this could output a standard thing, couldn't it? So this is going to output the space science count as C. Okay, then we can make this sensible. So rather than anything, if C is naught, output 1 red. And I think we can cut out the middleman entirely. Okay, so let's connect that up. So this is going to select space science, and it's going to be a decider. I'm trying to think of the simplest way to do this so that we can quickly configure these to different sciences. Okay. Okay, so that's going to output red if space science is 0. So these can be wired to the chest. Now I want to do a different display, which is the number of buffered trains. Okay, so I would like there to be 2 buffered trains. And if this is coming in on the green wire, I'd like this to come in on the red wire. Okay, so the input of this is going to be space science, and multiplied by 1. The output is going to be some signal, C for count. Or is the output going to be green? Okay. And then we can wire this up. I'm going to use a red wire just visually so it's... There we are. I've probably got the greens and the reds around the wrong way, haven't I? Let's swap that. Okay, because I think I want to use... Right, I think I want to use the green wire to carry the green signal. And I want the red wire to carry the red signal. Okay, I think that makes a bit more sense. Okay, then I want this to be lit up if red is greater than equal to 1. Okay, and I want this to be lit up if red is greater than equal to 2. Okay, so I think that's the basic module. Let's blueprint that and make 7 copies of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that all fits within, yep, that all fits comfortably within a substation. Let's put the substation, do I want the substation below or above or to the side? Let's put it to the side. Great, so that's our readout, except we now want to set all the sciences up. Unfortunately, we have to do this twice. So red, green, blue, gray, purple, gold, and we have space. Okay, then I can take the green wire, we can wire all these inputs together and onto this pole. Then I can take the red wire, I can wire all of these inputs together and onto the pole. So that's our display. Now, where do I want to put that? Don't need that blueprint. Okay, where do well, I don't know where I want to put it, but we've got the blueprint for it now. Okay, so the red wire is the we don't have any signal. So that I want to put down across the boxes here. Okay, and then up onto this wire here, and then we're going to bring it up. To here. I don't want to bridge that because that would then push the signal out on the big circuit network. Okay, so this is our readout. I want to put this somewhere visible. I think halfway between these two is as good as anything, isn't it? Okay, and then we need the red onto there. And you can see the red science no longer has the red light lit up because the train is in there. Great. Now we also need to wire the green wire because we'll be using that in a minute to count the number of trains. Okay, that will do for now. All right, so now we can do the same thing. Right, I could run the wires downwards. Oh, that's the wrong color wire. Sorry, I needed red wire. Well, that's annoying. Right, let's get rid of the green. Right, it's got rid of the green. Right, let's put down some more red. Okay, let's do the next one. Purple. Okay, how do I get this signal out? Okay, that's how purple has to go. And then the remaining one... Oh, we have gold to do. Okay, and then we have space science. White. Okay, now if we've done this right, we should be able to look at this display here. Yeah, so we've got a red light because there's no space science. Okay, we can rip up this design template here. Okay, so the next thing is I want to know how many trains are buffered. And the best way to do that, I think, is to read a couple of signals. Okay, so we have a signal here that tells us whether there's a train in. Do we have a second? Right, so we also have signals up here, but they are a long way away. I'm wondering if I should put in a cheat signal there. Right, so that's red. That's orange, that's no good. I'm trying to find a solution to this that works for all the stations. Right, well the first thing I can do is wire these together. Okay, and this basically tells me if there is a train parked. Oh, this is a total number, isn't it? So that's not what I want at all. I want to be able to count each one individually. Okay, let's do one of them, see if we can figure it out. So what I want to say is wire it directly and we will... Okay, so that's putting out one green because it is green. What I want to do instead is output... I want to output one space science on the green wire. Okay. Okay, so so this is now red, which is good. So I want to take a wire from there to there. We're going to read this. If green then output 1 space science. Okay, and then put that out onto the green wire, which we will take back. Okay. So we can copy that and then change the, yeah, so that can go there, 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 there. Okay. This is so dangerous. I think the easiest way to do this actually is to wire the outputs to each other rather than to the power pole. Okay, let's try again. So I want to wire the outputs. Okay, and this I want this to output a red, a green, a blue, a grey, a production, and there we are. So let's run up and have a look. Okay, so none of these are getting through. What do we have on this wire? Let's have a look. So this should be outputting, when red, not green. Let's see if that's fixed it. So we're inputting our red from the green wire. Yeah, the green wire has one red signal. We're inputting one red, we should be outputting one green. And this should be green. And then green. That's better. Okay. So let's head down here. This needs to be looking at the red, because I want to know when a train is in there, not when a train is absent. That's cool. So I can blueprint that. Let's grab that. Okay, and get rid of the track. Did I get rid of the track? Okay, let's try again. Yellow, get rid of the track. That's better. And that is there. Okay. So then I should be able to put this down, for example, here. Right, that doesn't align for some reason. And I could put it down here. That's the other place. Okay, we have an off by one tile problem, but don't think that's a big problem. Presumably there was a reason I couldn't get this to line up properly. Let's see if we can, because it would simplify everything. Okay, that's pretty hideous, but it does mean this is now regular. Okay, run down here. Okay, so I want to do this same thing here. We're nice and safe working on these lines at the moment because they're cut. There we go. Okay, this is a tile too high. There. Okay, so choice. Commit, commit. Then this should now fit. Whoa! So we can put that there. Cool. Then power it up with a couple of substations. Those substations. Okay. Yeah, that's lined up better. Then if we take this wire, will this reach? No, but it will reach to that substation and to there. Okay. Right, something is not right. Let's run through without getting squashed. This is the wrong one. This should be high-tech. Just in case, because that's on the blueprint, so it's probably wrong here. There we are. Brilliant. So we now have a health display. So from this panel, we can see there's 2 trains buffered up and material. This has no trains up and no material. So the problem is space science. We knew that already, but now we have a panel that tells us. Okay, so we will re-blueprint this. There we go. And this space science train seems to be doing circuits. Let's catch it. Okay, so it's going to silos and then to labs. Silos, 60 seconds of inactivity. And cargo is greater than... Okay, so I don't want that train to just be doing circuits. I want it to wait a minute for space science packs, and for the packs to be over 2,000. Okay. There is probably a second train doing laps. Let's find out. Yeah, there's 2 of them. Okay. Right. So this one... We'll have to do this on the map. It's funny the things you can do on the map and the things you can do on different views. Okay. So this is the one we have... Whoops. Where are we? There. This is the one that we have just set up the better conditions for. Okay, this now has the better conditions. I wish we could do brackets, because what I want to say is what I want to say is if you've got over 2,000 packs and nothing else has happened for 60 seconds, then go. Otherwise, wait until you have inactivity. So maybe I want to take that down to 5 seconds of inactivity and more than 2,000 packs. Okay. Yeah. So this is loading up with space science. We have done 137 launches, 138. So not too bad. Okay. So any moment now, these are our space sciences. So if we walk up here to this panel, we should see things happen. And the train is coming sometime. Yep, I can see the train coming on the mini-map. The train on the mini-map has now gone through the stacker and into the station. We should see things change colour. Yes, there's one train in. There are space science packs in the system. Okay. Then there's still one train in. the train has left according to this, and on the mini-map I can see the train going away. The Space Sciences packs have been used up. There we are. Well, that's amazing. So this works. So I'm wondering if there are ways to improve this. If I hover over a chest... Okay, so this tells me that we have packs in storage. So maybe rather than all these wires, I should just read the logistics onto the green wire. Sorry, onto the red wire. Maybe if I just read the logistics for this network onto the red wire, then that would cut down on the amount of cabling involved. Then the only cabling we would need is the 2 sets of cabling for the signals. Okay, so anyway, clearly the problem here is space science. We are bottlenecked on space science. So let's go to silo packs. And next time we will put down a similar display on the silo packs and try and figure out what that is bottlenecking on. And we are just going to work back through the chain of bottlenecks until we find a site which basically isn't bottlenecked itself, which is bottlenecking something else, and at that point we duplicate that site. So, for example, if we were here... Okay, let's have a quick look by eye and see if we can figure out what we are bottlenecked on. Okay, so we have loads of materials here. If I hover over a chest, we have copper, we have iron, we don't have any steel. Okay, so we are supposed to have steel on this site. There is no steel, so that's the bottleneck. Okay. So that would then take us back to the steel site. We would then have a look at the steel site to see if we were bottlenecked on getting the iron plates in. If we were not, then the fix is to put in another steel build. If we were, then the fix is to put in another iron build. If you see the reasoning. So anyway, next episode we're going to build the logistics display for this site, which is going to tell us what we are missing to launch rockets. Until then, thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.